Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all going well today. Today, I'm thinking about starting something a little bit new. It may work, it may not. In my head, it's a bit of a learn with me. So the idea, like I mentioned in my head that I had was like, I'm gonna try and learn a trick, and hopefully you guys at home or wherever you're watching this, hopefully if you haven't learned the trick yet before, can learn this as well. The idea is to share some of the tips and tricks that I've seen across online and from the pros and everywhere else. And also if you have any tips and tricks for the trick, make sure to leave them down in the comments below. And hopefully after putting all the tricks and tips together, you and I can learn a new trick. And today's trick is like sort of classed as more of a beginner trick. People will say is like the Fakie Bigspin. Something that I never really quite got my head around to. A little bit of commitment issue on it as well. But today we're going to try and learn that together. First thing that I'm going to do is work on some fakie shoves first. So I'm going to head over to some nice little flat ground over there. It is quite windy today, which is a bit of pain in the ass, but nevertheless, it's not raining, which is a good thing because we've had a lot of rain around here lately in Melbourne. So just going to head over there and work on some fakie shovers. Alright, I'm back in my little nook to try and stop the wind, and hopefully the audio is okay. The next thing is I don't really know the next practice step. It's more of I think it's just to send it. One of the things I have heard, especially from Jake Hayes, is when you go to pop, this could be working on your front side flips or any 180 rotation tricks, is make sure your shoulders are already turned. And something that Jake Hayes says is he has his shoulders and head already facing the way that he is going before he pops the board. So we're going to start just trying to flip it, trying to spin it, see how we go. If you're unsure and don't want to jump on the board straight away, you can always land that one foot first. So flick it with your back foot, land it with your front foot. We might do a couple of those today just to see how we go. And then I think I'm just going to send it and see if I can try to land one and roll away. So it just annihilated my knee. Oh, that's why if you could do it, you got to commit really. I've walked that out a little bit, and hopefully I'll get back on it and see if we can complete this Fakie Bigspin. There we go guys. Now some people might say that's not a proper Fakie Bigspin, but I quite don't have that full confidence, especially in my body and my just in confidence in general, to just commit that full 180 rotation. So what I generally aim to do is try to catch it at either the 90-degree point or a little bit further and pivot it around. If you're doing that, I just personally, I've got to keep working on the pivot speed. You really do want to land on that one truck and pivot across, but I'm just sort of landing on two trucks. So though my speed on the pivot's getting a little bit better, personally, if that was in a game of skate and that's on defense, I'll be taking that any day. One thing that really did help me is like, obviously like what JKs and everyone says is like open up your shoulders before you pop. That'll help get that full rotation around. But I also like lean back a little bit and like push the board out in front of you, because what I was finding is like if I just stayed over the board or over my popping foot, I end up going too far in front of the board. So I don't know if it's really a safety net either, but like I lean back a little bit and push the board out in front of me, aim to catch the back truck with my foot, and then like I revert it around. If you have the confidence to go that full rotation, just send it and go for it. I just don't really have it. I generally get twisted up a little bit. My left foot or the back foot doesn't like open up, and like I land too close together. I just sort of end up like a pretzel. So personally, I just find it easier just to try and like rotate it or land it at 90 and then like pivot it or revert it, whatever you want to call it. But that's just also a little bit of a safety net. But I was pretty happy like with some of my efforts today. I got a couple of solid ones, I think. Let me know down in the comments what you think. And also, while you're down there, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already. I hope this helps you or gives you the confidence to go out and try this trick, because it's a trick that's always sort of worried me and scared me. But after a little bit of just like, you can't really go wrong as long as you like scoop it properly. And like I always say, if you can keep your shoulders parallel with the ground that you're riding on, your chance of slipping out is a lot less. But I think I'll leave this one here, and until the next video, guys, I hope you have a good one. Keep progressing, keep killing it, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.